Hi, I'm Arkush here with our Chicago Sun-Times Bears breakdown of the Bears' 42-21 loss in Week 12 to the St. Louis Rams. And you talk about a breakdown. It was the Chicago Bears' worst game of the season. Plenty of criticism to go around, unfortunately, on offense and defense. The defense hurt them the worst, though. You can't give up 250-plus yards on the ground and expect to win a football game. The Bears' run defense has been getting worse each week. And while the Rams do a nice job with a running back by committee situation, they shouldn't be able to run that much on anybody. It was compounded by mistakes made by the Bears on offense with penalties, special teams. They gave back a 62-yard punt return for a touchdown by Devin Hester. Sure, they eventually scored on that possession, but it took 7 minutes off the clock to get back to the end zone. So there was mistakes all around, 10 penalties for 84 yards. It was just a really bad day for the Bears in general. One of those that you've got to kind of write off, and my sense from hearing Mark Trestman on Monday is that's exactly what he hopes to do. There was a player of the game. Earl Bennett was targeted 8 times and caught all 8 balls thrown to him in this game. He has been basically missing in action all year long. It usually takes him 3 or 4 weeks to get 8 catches. He had a real nice game. Brandon Marshall was pretty good as well. As far as the turning point of the game, it's got to be the Matt Forte fumble on the Bears' first play from scrimmage after the first touchdown by the St. Louis Rams. Forte had a nice run going. He gave up the football. It allowed the Rams to get right back in the end zone. They made it 14-0, and the Bears were never able to come back from that. As a matter of fact, never had the lead in the game at any time. The takeaway here, though, is that the Bears got lucky. You've got the Minnesota Vikings playing the Green Bay Packers to a standstill, a tie on their blotter, so they're still at least a half game behind the Bears in the NFC North, and then the Lions go ahead and get upset by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so the Bears and Lions still tied atop the division, even though the Bears would lose that tiebreaker with 5 games to go. There's plenty of time to make one up against them. The issue is they go to Minnesota this Sunday, and as bad as the run defense has been, and it's gotten worse each week, now you've got Adrian Peterson, the second leading rusher in the NFL this year, the best running back in the NFL by anybody's measure. The Bears are going to have to regroup, find a way to limit Adrian Peterson. They're not going to stop him. The good news is that, the Vikings are not a great football team. The Bears should be able to do some things against them on offense, but looking at that Rams game, you've got to say if the Bears cannot get better, particularly at linebacker and safety, it's going to be a struggle for them to get to the playoffs, even though there's 5 weeks remaining. That does it for our Chicago Sun-Times Bears breakdown. For the best in sports, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stay where you are at chicagosuntimes.com.